Local Israeli newspapers Wednesday were rife with headlines of the breaking espionage scandal concerning Ben-Ami Kadish, a former U.S. military engineer arrested by the American authorities on charges of spying for Israel for revealing highly classified information involving nuclear weapons and American defense systems to Israeli consulate officials, one of the contacts believed to be the same handler used by convicted Pentagon spy Jonathan Pollard.
Any person has to be loyal to the country that he is a citizen of.
The significance of this affair is that it is clear now that Pollard was not the only spy Israel operated in the United States on American soil, as Israel had claimed at the time. There is a certain damage to the relations between the two countries. The damage is more of a public nature. Israel's name and reputation is once again stained in the public eye and in the media.
As expected, the news drew mixed reactions in Israel. However, Knesset member Yuval Steinitz said he believes that the affair stems back to 20 years ago and expresses hope that Israel and U.S. relations won't be harmed.
I assume that there will be no serious impact to the very good relations and cooperation between the United States of America and Israel because we are speaking about something that happened 3 decades ago, and all the more so because I can say with confidence that since then, since the 80s, Israel is not spying or gathering intelligence in the United States or against it.
Jonathan Pollard, a former U.S. naval intelligence analyst, was convicted for spying on behalf of Israel, and in 1986 an American court sentenced him to life. In 1998 Israel granted Pollard Israeli citizenship but has been unable to secure his release.
There's something that really smells bad. Just as it's time for America to make a gesture to Israel now, for Israel's 60th anniversary, to release Jonathan and finally send him home after making him serve this grossly disproportionate, exaggerated sentence. Suddenly there's all this breaking news that has nothing to do with my husband, nothing to do with his case, and nothing to do with the request of Israel that Jonathan be freed and sent home now while he's still alive.